This is the party scene. My question is Jackson Christian? I see a cross here.
That's true. Um, I did not know. I don't know if it was Christian. I mean, this is definitely a church. You see that cross lit up.
Yep.
I don't know if this is like a Christian event or if it's just a town city event.
Mhm.
And then they're like, well, it's a reasonable place. Well, I mean, church because it's a big open area you can dance.
But
But I see what you're saying. Like they lit it up. Like,
yeah. So I could really see a place in Jackson, Wyoming,
yeah.
in that area, in the apocalypse. A
Hmm.
central like binding principle of the town is Christianity. I could see it,
I could see it as
and
well.
that's
Yeah.
that's what binds the town together.
Hmm.
Um, I could see it. So in this party, Dina and Ellie make
Okay.
out.
Yep. Little
Are
kisses.
they
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
are they like are they going against the Christianity of the town by just flaunting this in front of people? Or when there's this bigot guy right here, a bigot
Hmm.
says some he says some bad names to them, which I
He
want to
calls him.
repeat.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Um, he is he. Okay, so my question is: are Dina and Ellie going against Christianity, which is one of the organizing principles of the town, or is this bigot guy enforcing Christianity, like in the town? And
Hmm.
which side is the town on? Are they on
Yeah.
the Christian side? Or,
Which group is the normal and which people which of these two teams here, the guy and Ellie, which one of them are out of line?
that's right. I could totally see it where the town is Christian and
Yep.
Dina and
Yep.
Ellie are in the
Yep.
sense of going, they're doing deviant behavior.
Hmm.
And the town, this is your town guy who's going to enforce the rules, and
Yep.
everybody's on his side. In which case, Dina and Ellie made a mistake
Right. Yeah.
socially.
What are they doing?
Or if it's a progressive town, in which case this is Christianity, but not in the, you know, in a more progressive sense. In which case, this guy saying his mean things is now isolated himself, and the town
Right.
may be like, hey, rally around
Hey
the
man.
girls.
Hey man. You
Hey,
don't
man.
gotta say things like that.
Right,
Like that. Yeah.
right. In fact, we may not even want you here. Get out. So
That's right.
somebody messed up, depending on the
Some.
town's culture, right? Is that right?
Hmm. That's right. So okay. First, when I saw the scene, I didn't think anything about the lesbianness of it. I
Mm-hmm.
just thought two young people making out, and this guy comes in. He's like, "Hey, don't make out in front of kids here. Like, go outside, make out, do whatever you want, but just not inside, right?" And
Mm-hmm.
then I thought that the two women, the Ellie and Dina,
Mm-hmm.
I thought they like talked back to him and they said
They
something.
did.
Maybe I'm further. And
Mm-hmm.
then he like lashed out and like attacked them in a way that he thought he could get them. But
Yeah.
I didn't think. And then when Joel came in and like tackled the dude, then I was like, wait, what did he say? Okay, so he called them dykes. Okay, so he lashed out and attacked them. But to your question, what is the norms in the city? Like, what is the culture? Then who's being counter to it? Mm. I
So,
think in earlier in the episode,
mm-hmm.
Dina says that Ellie and somebody else are the only two in town. So I
Okay.
think that means there's two lesbians in the town. Which, while the town could be progressive, then the lesbians are a very small portion of it.
Right. Gosh, so when I
Mm.
think of self-sufficient small communities in the U.S.,
Mm-hmm.
because that's what I'm familiar with, I'm thinking like the Amish.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
I
Good.
don't think the Amish are very tolerant of deviant behavior.
Deviant. Okay. Okay.
They're extremely
Deviant. We're
Christian.
not. We're not saying. Okay, we gotta be. We gotta be careful. Okay. We're not saying deviant as in it's bad. We're
Right.
seeing that it's deviant from the norm of whatever society is doing.
Exactly.
So, for the example, in the Amish community, it's deviant to use electronics because that's not what's normal in their community.
Right.
Similar here, if we're saying that the community here is organizing around Christian values, or we're not organizing around heterosexual values, and then here's Ellie and Dina like making out in front of everyone, and that's deviant. That's you're doing something that is unnatural for the community that you're in.
Right. In which case, from the town's perspective, this guy is in the right. He's correct.
Right. He's enforcing our culture.
Right. And this is something I was so mad that it wasn't explored. Is like, this isn't like, oh, we're in a prosperous society. We can now think about our norms and if they're correct or wrong or what's going on. No, this is a survival situation. Do or die. Crops got to get cropped. Patrol's got to patrol. All that's got to happen. And we can't. And that means I'm not thinking like, oh, what Dina and Ellie are doing, is it okay? Or I'm thinking like life and death. Stop it.
Right.
Because it's the apocalypse. It's not present day.
Oh, this is a mixed feeling. Okay. So for completeness, let's say the opposite. If there is a progressive community and they have the resources to be thinking like people can be whatever sexuality they want, and then this guy comes in hot and heavy being like, don't do this, blah blah blah, like, okay, then this guy's out of line. He's the one who's now made a social mistake, and people are gonna be like, ooh, let's not work with him. He's kind of aggressive. We don't want to do that.
I mean, could you imagine in a progressive society like a commune where everybody's working, tolerant, doing all that stuff, and there's a bigot poisoning the town? They're gonna get him out of there.
I mean, that's exactly what happens when you have these like free love communes where like everybody can have sex with everybody, and then you get one guy coming there, he's like, no, you're my wife, that's it. Then like, get the out. just get out.
Yeah. So in terms of right and wrong, we don't have to talk about that. But I want to know, according to the town, who screwed up? Did the bigot screw up, or did Ellie and Dina screw up?
My read is Ellie and Dina screwed up. They're doing this in public when they shouldn't. First of all, don't be making out in front of kids. This is a whole town, everyone in there. Go outside, do something, right? My second read on this is that, can we go to the picture on the left?
Yep.
None of those three guys were like, hey, bigot, not cool, right? Joel came in and tackled him because he's protecting his little girl. Right. But everyone else in the room seems to be kind of okay with it.
That's true. Tacit compliance with this guy. He didn't like, hey, whoa. Like,
hey, man, leave these girls alone. Like,
yeah.
None of that.
They're just like, yep.
Okay, let me push this to the extreme case.
Okay.
You have, like, society's falling apart, post-apocalypse, trying to recover society. You got one woman left in the society, and you got, like, I don't know, 50 dudes. Weird ratio. And then she's like, I don't want to have any kids. Guess that's it then, right? Humanity's done.
Yeah. Okay. So then, yeah, I see what you're saying. So they're lesbians.
Yep.
And
you are what you are. I mean, you are what you are. You can't change that.
We need babies if we're in the town.
Yep.
And babies means straight relationships.
Yep.
So survival's at stake. This isn't necessarily like what's right and what's wrong. This is survival.
And it's not like Jackson is some small commune and the rest of the U.S. is operating no problem. As far as they know, there's like marauders and other parts of societies that are not functioning. They do not have promise for success in the long run. And so these people are giving it a go. They really want humanity to come back. Then there's going to be, I suspect, there's going to be some very strong social shaping.
Yeah. To have babies. To get into straight relationships.
Yep.
Because survival is at stake. In which case, this
will piss people off. This will make people
pissing
angry.
people off. Because it's saying, I don't care about your society. I don't care about survival. I don't care about our commune here. What I care about is my relationship. In fact, I'm going to flaunt the relationship in front of everybody, just to let you know. Like, this could piss people off.
People are making sacrifices because they have to because they don't have enough resources. So they're making sacrifices for the good of the community, and then these people are flaunting like, I don't care about that. I want to be who I am. Which gosh, I'm so conflicted. But this is an apocalypse world. This is society's falling apart. You got 3,000 people in effectively all of humanity for you. That's not a lot of numbers.
Niceties fall away sometimes because survival and suffering are at stake.
I mean,
Children
heck, we
are
can
at
make
stake.
it. We can just even go back to our previous example where Joel had electric heating outside at night.
Yeah. Yeah.
If the town could not supply it, then that nicety of having the electric heater, which is nice, would quickly be outlawed.
Yep.
Go inside your house. Don't
Mhm.
sit outside. We don't have
Yeah.
enough resources to waste. So this in the apocalypse scenario, it's dancing on that line. I mean, I don't know. I've never been in an apocalypse scenario, but I can imagine how a culture who is fighting to survive would very quickly shape this behavior and say, we don't want this.
Yeah. But that's not to say, like in modern society, we are trying to, progress or change
absolutely.
society to live in a prosperous society and do the right thing. But this is not that. This is a rough survival situation. It's rough.
Right.
It's not easy.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Real world, very different. I mean, real world, you do whatever you want. I don't care.
Right.
Do whatever you want. But in this apocalypse scenario, see it.
Yeah. I don't know. That's tough.